You, as a parent or teacher, have the power to stop the yelling. You, as a parent or teacher, can manage stress, avoid conflict, and create a healthy and nurturing relationship with your children. I was 13 years old, sitting in my bed, after a big fight with my mother, feeling alone, misunderstood, and desperate. I didn't know what else to do to get along well with her, and she was the only family I got. In my mind, I kept thinking, why? Why the hell a mother and her child do not even communicate with each other? Aren't mothers supposed to understand their children, be tolerant and supportive? After all, they are older and wiser. I felt so much disconnected with the person who gave birth to me that in my heart grew anger and rage. How could this be? Because the truth is, this kind of situation was constantly repeating itself since I was a little girl. I remember I had some moments of joy and laughter, but the majority of them were sad and uncaring. There was always so much conflict involved, arguing and fighting, getting worse as I was growing older. The messages I was receiving from my mother were, I'm wrong. It is my fault. I'm not worthy. As I filled my mind with these empowering thoughts and emotions, my body got weaker and weaker. Laid in my bed crying, I started to have shortness of breath. Each time I wanted to inhale, it was harder for me to do it. I remember to this day the struggle I had to have to put some air into my lungs. I just wanted to breathe, but my body was not responding. I looked to the window. It was dark outside. I really wanted to open it, but I didn't have the strength to do it, not even to turn the bedroom light on. I was trying as hard as I could, but I just wasn't making it. I thought I was going to die, but at the same time, I didn't want to. In this life or death instant, I realized I had to change. I could see that each time I had a negative thought, my breathing got worse. And as I was trying to regain my life back, thinking I could make it, my body was capable of more. Just a tiny little bit. The hope I needed to keep going. This struggle continued for a few more hours. The struggle in my mind and in my body between the reality I wanted versus what I was getting. I wanted my mother to act differently. That is why I felt anger, sadness, and rage. But my body was telling me something more. It was speaking louder, and I knew I had to make a shift. As I began to think, hey, I deserve love. Why not? Why not? Why not? I fall asleep. In the morning, a ray of sun passing through the window I was not able to open or close, woke me up. And although I was still feeling shaky and not being able to breathe normally, I had recovered my faith. When I woke up feeling alive, I took the best decision ever. I was going to do whatever I could to be different, myself, not repeating my mother's patterns. Of course, this was easier said than done. Anyway, it was the beginning of my transformational journey as a person, mother, and teacher. And it all started back then, when I was 13 years old, after a big fight with my mother and seeing life by a thread. We cannot change others, including our children, not even external circumstances, but by shifting inside, nothing remains the same, and the outcome we get and the relationship we build is far more rewarding and enjoyable. To your success, Isa.